Hey guys, how you doing? It's Harry here again, and we're back with another mystery job lot of watches. Got this lot from a flea market today. A local flea market happens every couple of months. I paid £20, as you can see, for the whole lot. Looks to be like a lot of vintage watches. I had a quick look through whilst I was there. A couple were ticking, which is always a good sign. £20 for the whole lot. I thought it was a no-brainer. So yeah, let's go through and see exactly what I got in this lot. So we'll start off. This one looks like it is working. Is it the right time? Yeah, pretty much. I also picked up this one today, this vintage Seiko. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, very nice little Seconda this, it looks like. Vintage Seconda. It needs a bit of cleaning up on the glass there. I've got some Polywatch cleaner. It works quite well on the vintage watches with the plastic acrylic faces. Strap seems to be okay and all there, which is always a good sign. So yeah, quite a good little first one. Something like this, I've had vintage Secondas in the past. If they're nothing special like this, normally sell £10 to £20 thereabouts in this condition. So that might be the whole money back already. Yeah, quite a nice little vintage Seconda there. Whilst we're talking about Secondas, I can see one in the corner here. Doesn't look to be in as good condition. This one's not ticking. Just had a quick listen. Second hand has fallen off and got stuck by the looks of it. Something like this I'll probably put into a job lot of vintage watches or something like that for spares and repairs. Does it actually wind? It does wind, so it could be in working order just with the broken second hand. Yeah, another nice little vintage Seconda there. What else we got in here? What's that? Very scratched up, kind of cool looking Timex quartz. Vintage kind of case back like that. Cool watch. Hopefully we can get some of those scratches off. Hopefully it just needs a new battery and it'll be good working order. I imagine if there is a battery in there, it's corroded to hell. We'll find out when I open it up at some point. Cool little watch. Again, maybe £10 to £20 if we can clean it up and it's in working order. If it's in non-working order, I won't bother cleaning it up and I'll just put it into a job lot for spares and repairs. Strap, not in the best condition, not the worst. Might just need cleaning up. Yeah, another nice little vintage watch there. What else have we got in here? 17 joules I can make out on that one. Anti-magnetic. Overwound. Well, not overwound, seized up, should we say. Just hold it up so you can see. I'm just going to have to get my eyeglass on it quick. And I'll try and get the name right. Pierre Duval. Haven't heard the brand, I'll have to look it up. Could be something, could be nothing. You never know with these vintage watches. There's so many old brands out there. Quite a nice looking one though. Not in the worst condition, not the best, but not the worst. Straps definitely seen better days. Looks like it's been very well worn. Yeah, another nice little vintage one. What are we going to go for next? What we got here? Envoy 17 joules. Feel like I've heard of the brand. I don't know if it's anything too special. Again, got a crack down there by the looks of it. A little bit annoying. A nice little watch. Fingernails are a bit dirty. Sorry about that. Will it wind? No. Feels like it's wound all the way, so that's seized. We'll take a look at it at some point. Still another one, nice little vintage watch. Is that another one ticking away? It is ticking away. Is it got the right time? Yeah. So wound a couple up by the looks of it. Vintage Timex. I think I've got one similar to this. that I got from another flea market in like a £4 box of junk, and I bought it because of the watch. Yeah, nice little Timex. Seems to be in okay condition, needs a good clean, seems to be working. Yeah. Ticker Timex. 10 to £20 again. People like the vintage Timexes. I like the vintage Timexes. I like any vintage watch, really. Nice, good looking thing. In good working order as well, by the looks of it. Yeah, another good find. Looks like we're going to make some money on this. It's nice to get some nice vintage watches for a change as well. Ilona. Very scratched up, beat up. Doubt it's gonna, no. Not winding at all. Not too sure on that brand. I'll have to look that one up. If you know, let me know. Quite a cool colour, cool shape. Have a look at that one, see if we can unseize the mechanism. Probably won't. Say probably 1 in 4 watches I take a look at, the mechanical ones, I can get going, the rest don't. What have we got here? Is that Swiss Emperor? A Swiss Emperor watch? Never heard of it before. I do like when they have the straps like this, kind of cool and vintage. Probably will clean up quite nicely. Have to see if we can get it going at some point. Or is it a quartz? Oh, it's a quartz movement. Oh, we'll have to have a look at that. Again, another cool vintage one. There. What else we got? Pocket watch parts. Ooh. I do like pocket watch parts. Got some weight to them as well. Let's have a quick look at these. This one here. Mechanism looks to be fairly intact. Swiss made. Can't really see anything else on there. Do you know where to look for the brand on pocket watches like this when they're in parts? I don't. If you know, let me know. Be interested to know. It looks fairly complete. Probably be good for parts for someone. Yeah, we've got that one there. Looks like we've got another one in here and some bits of glass. This one feels very heavy and looks very nice actually. Face on that's in really good condition. We've got something written. Sealez? S-E-L-E-Z-I written on that there. Do have some other bits and pieces written on there. Hold it up there for you, and then I will just quickly look with the eyeglass. Sealez. Then we've got what looks like D, F, and C. Not sure what that means. Swiss made, and that's about it I can see on there. That has got a lot of weight to it though. Probably worth a bit further investigation because you never know. Found a nice little Omega pocket watch in pieces the other day for £3. You can go check that out in one of my videos. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Little intriguing one there. Pocket watch. What we got in here? Looks like we just got some broken glass and one intact for a pocket watch. A little bit scratched up. Still it's intact. The other one not so much. Got those there. What's this one here sticking up? We've got Patek. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look too right to me. What do you guys think? Oh, it's working. I'm missing a hand on one of those sub-dials. I imagine it is a fake, but I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Let's have a look at the case back. We have a reference number. What's that? 3920W, is it? I think it's going to be a fake, more than likely, especially in a lot like this. There's nothing written on the strap either. What do you guys think? Let me know, be interested to know. It does look like it's ticking away though. Might be one of those really good fakes, but still a shame. Be nice if it was real. It could well be, but I doubt it is. What else we got in here? We got another little ticker Timex. Nice little watch again. Is that telling the right time? Pretty close. Well, it's ticking away, so yeah. Could be working that one. It's hard to tell about second hand. It winds as well. Ideal. Ideal. Another £10 to £20 watch with a bit of a clean. Looking good. Another bag of little mechanisms here. Let's take a look, shall we? Look to be, they all unbranded? Yeah, they look to be all unbranded. Could be something on the back of them. Have a quick look with the eyeglass, but I doubt there's going to be anything here. Swiss made. 15 joules. Nothing else written on that one. Swiss made. Nothing else on that one. And the Tiddler. Oh, it's got Tiddler's got loads of stuff written on it. 15 joules. Swiss made. Patterned. Reference 364. Yeah. Interesting, but no real money there, I don't think. We'll do a little bit more investigating at some point on them, I probably will. I just had a handful off in my hand. Yeah. Anything else in there? Nothing else in that plastic bag. Still got a few to go through. What got here? Oh, it's a nice vintagey looking one. What brand we got on there? I think that's Accurist. It is, Little Lady's Accurist. Sadly, no huge money in that, but I do quite like the face on that. It's quite vintagey and cool, isn't it? Strap's gone. It could sell, it'd probably take a little while, and it probably wouldn't sell for much. Camera, are you going to focus for me? Thank you, camera. Yeah, kind of cool looking. What else we got in here? What else did we get in here? Ooh, another vintage men's. Wound all the way up. Doesn't look like that sub-dial's doing much. It's not ticking. What brand we got on there? Pilot. Pilot. 17 Rubis. I have to look up that brand. I mean, worst case, it's probably a £5, but you never know. Could be something special. If you know, let me know. What do you guys think of it so far? I think this is a really good little job lot, to be honest. Don't often get a job lot of vintage, and I do like it when we do. What we've got here? Matrix Quartz. Matrix Quartz with 2 little sub-dials. Not too sure on that. Anything written on there? Matrix and a reference number. I've never heard of Matrix watches. Let's say made in Great Britain. One sec. Get the eyeglass on it. Made in, made in the British Crown colony of Hong Kong. probably got a little bit of age to it. Don't know when Hong Kong stopped being a British colony, but it's quartz, I think. Yeah, it is quartz. So maybe 80s, 90s, something like that. Not a terrible looking little watch. Just never heard of the brand. If you've heard of the brand, let me know. Got that there. Looks like we've got some ladies' watches and some straps left here. Up first, Louis Vuitton. Let's have a look. I'm skeptical. Yeah, I am skeptical now. I doubt that's a Louis Vuitton watch. I don't know what you guys think, as always, but yeah, I doubt that's genuine. Got anything written on the strap? Nothing even written on the strap, which I imagine it'd be covered in stuff if it was genuine. Winder's got a gem on it, but yeah, I doubt that's real. Another fake to go with the Patek, whatever you want to call it. Little ladies vintage, that's Seconda. Kind of looks like a Seconda. Get the eyeglass on it again. No, Ingersoll. Vintage ladies Ingersoll. Does it wind? Not really. Got a half wind out of it. It's not ticking either. Ladies Ingersoll. No real money in that one, unfortunately. We got here Anchor. ANCRE 17 lifetime mainspring. Lifetime mainspring. Oh, it sounds a bit crunchy when I try to. Saying that, give it a little shake. It worked for a couple of seconds. No idea on the brand. We'll have to look that up. Put that there. What's this strap here? Staring at me. Ooh, I've got a brand written on it. No idea what that's. Tinlia? Tronlia? TIALALGAN, maybe? Tilgana? Don't know. Quite a nice little strap. I like it when they're smaller pieces like that. Let's look that up. Could be something, could be nothing. Worst case, got a nice little strap. What's this here? Some kind of pocket watch kind of thing, ladies' pocket watch. Bugana, lifetime mainspring again, Swiss made. Seems to be ticking. Bugana, again, something else for me to look up in my spare time. But if you know, let me know. And we got pocket watch, hook strap here. Interesting. Interesting. What else we got here? My God, that's tiny, isn't it? Look at the size. My fingernail's bigger than that. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus, if it will, up any closer. You see the brand on there? Any guesses? We've got Rotary. Vintage ladies Rotary. A little value to a vintage Rotary. Not much. £5 thereabouts. That's what I've had experience with in the past. For quick sales, I mean, you could hold on to it for ages and it might eventually sell for a better price, but does it wind? No, and it's not ticking. There's no real value in that. I'll just go into a vintage ladies job lot for spares and repairs. What else we got in here? This one looks quite interesting. To get my eyeglass on that, it's too small again. Ramming, 17 jewels, Swiss made. Ramming. I'm not too sure on that. Well, it winds. Give it a shake. No ticking, but it could be working. I have to keep an eye on that. Ramming. Ever heard of that? Ramming ladies watch. Camera's not liking the focusing today. I'm sorry about that. Just realised. Next up we've got... I'm not even too sure what we've got. Mapping and Web. MW. Mapping and Web. Ladies watch there. It winds. Oh, he's ticking away. Mapping and Web. Not too sure. Look that one up. Down to our last couple of little ladies watches here. Timex. Little vintage ladies Timex. Fortunately, no real value in it, and it's seized by the feels of it. Got that there. And then we've got what we got. Avia, ladies vintage watch. Is it a quartz movement? I think it is. Yeah, it's quartz movement, ladies watch. Going to a vintage joblot though, I think. Looks quite vintagey. That there. And last but not least, what we got. We've got a love heart. Kind of cute. Is that Seconda? Yeah, Seconda quartz. Vintage ladies watch. Again, no real value, but quite cute. So yeah, there we have it. That's what £20 gets you in vintage watches at my local flea market. We've got some cool stuff. The Secondas, the Timexes, and the other vintage watches here. All really quite cool, I think. Some of them probably won't be able to get going. Some we might. Others are already working. £20 paid. I think it was a good deal. We've got these pocket watches here as well I need to look at. Especially this really heavy one. So yeah, some interesting bits and pieces. Some nice vintage men's watches for a change, rather than just the job lot of women's watches I normally find. Yeah, nice little bundle. Good little deal. £20 paid. I should get £20 for one or two of these watches on their own. What do you think? Let's call that vintage Seconda a tenner. It'll probably go for more, but we'll call it a tenner. There were two Timexes that were working. That one and that one. Call them a tenner each, shall we, as well? So what's that? That's money back, easy peasy. And yeah, other vintage watches here, probably, you know, minimum £30 if they're all non-working. And yeah, some other interesting bits, a few fakes, some pocket watch stuff. I mean, I think I could be lucky and get, you know, £100 for the whole lot. If I am lucky, we'll see. A bit more research needs to be done on some of these items. Some will sell a lot quicker than others. Some will go into job lots. But yeah, £20 paid. What do you think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm always intrigued to know. Let me know if I missed anything. If you heard of some of these more obscure brands, stuff like that. Let me know what you think of this one, real or fake. I'm going to say fake, but I'm interested to see what you guys think. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I buy bulk job lot of watches all the time, well, whenever I can get my hands on them, basically. And I go through them on here to see what we can get. We've had some really good stuff in the past. We've had some okay stuff in the past. So yeah, you can go check out some of my older videos. Found a few gems here and there. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. I'm going to a car boot sale tomorrow, so hopefully I'll find a few more. Oh, before I go, the vintage Seiko there. I do not like what they've done to this strap here. They've pretty much butchered an ordinary watch strap to fit it. Paid £17 for this watch. Quite a cool shape, in good working order. A little bit of rust on the face where the S is under the Seiko, and the logo there. But yeah, cool watch, £17 paid. I think easy £30, hopefully a bit more, depending if we can get a nicer strap for it. But yeah. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. And hopefully I will see you all in a future video. Bye for now.